This is the story of a humble wife, a dangerous mother-in-law, and a battle where goodness won over evil. Her mother-in-law is plotting to throw her out of the home. From secret charms to hidden lies, Mama Adaeze tries everything to destroy her. But Amara, with patience and courage, faces every challenge. And in the end, she crushes her mother-in-law's wicked plans. Before we begin, please like this video, share it with someone who loves African stories, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more powerful stories like this. The sun was shining brightly over Ebonyi State, where a young woman named Amara lived a simple, quiet life. Gentle, kind-hearted, and full of dreams, she had always imagined a life of love and respect, if not of wealth. Then came Chike, a charming and successful man from Enugu State. Handsome, intelligent, and compassionate, he had everything one could desire. Yet he was captivated by Amara's simplicity and grace. Their love story quickly blossomed, and soon their wedding day arrived. It was a grand celebration, blending tradition and elegance. As Amara walked down the aisle, radiant in her white gown, and Chike stood waiting, the air was filled with excitement and joy. Friends and family cheered, believing they were witnessing a perfect union. But deep beneath the smiles and applause, shadows lurked. Not everyone celebrated with a pure heart. Unknown to Amara, her life was about to be tested in ways she could never imagine. What appeared as a dream beginning was in reality the calm before a storm that would challenge her love, her courage, and her very faith. Mama Adaeze was a woman of wealth, pride, and influence. She had envisioned a daughter-in-law who could match the family's status. Someone polished, wealthy, and refined. But when Chike introduced Amara, her dreams shattered silently. Behind polite smiles and congratulatory words, disapproval festered. Amara's humble upbringing, simple manners, and modest lifestyle felt like an insult to Mama Adaeze's world. She smiled, she praised, but her mind plotted. Quietly, deliberately, she decided this marriage would fail, not through confrontation, but through cunning, invisible sabotage. Every compliment was layered with judgment, every word a seed of doubt. She aimed to make Amara question herself, to undermine her confidence without raising suspicion. The danger was subtle, patient, and calculated. While Amara celebrated her new life, oblivious to the storm, Mama Adaeze prepared the first moves in a battle that would test the young couple's love, loyalty, and resilience. The couple's new life began in a modern 3-bedroom apartment in the heart of Enugu City. Sunlight poured through large windows, reflecting off polished floors and contemporary furniture. Chike, a dedicated engineer at a tech firm, balanced demanding work hours with devotion to his wife. Amara, a nurse at City General Hospital, loved her job but also cherished the quiet moments with Chike, cooking, laughing, dreaming together. They talked about children, travels, and a future filled with happiness. Their evenings were peaceful walks, hands intertwined, hearts aligned. Yet despite the warmth, shadows lingered. Mama Adaeze's subtle disapproval, though unnoticed, hovered nearby like a quiet storm. The young couple felt invincible, believing that love alone could shield them from the outside world. But hidden schemes had begun to unfold, and life was about to challenge the strength of their bond in ways neither could foresee. It was a day that seemed ordinary, but darkness had arrived disguised as warmth. Mama Adaeze visited, bringing gifts, smiles, and a facade of affection. Unbeknownst to Amara, she carried a small packet of Juju powder, an ancient charm designed to bring fatigue, forgetfulness, and discord. While Amara chatted innocently, Mama Adaeze added the powder to her meals, confident it would subtly weaken her. Each dinner became a silent weapon, sapping energy and focus. At first, the changes were barely noticeable, slight exhaustion, fleeting forgetfulness, but the magic worked silently, weaving through Amara's days. She blamed herself for every lapse, never suspecting that her mother-in-law's hidden malice was the cause. Slowly, the harmony she treasured began to unravel, not from her own failings, but from unseen forces plotting to tear her world apart. Weeks passed, and Amara's energy waned. She woke exhausted, her mind clouded with forgetfulness. Simple chores became monumental tasks. She misplaced keys, missed hospital duties, and struggled to keep up with daily responsibilities. Each failure left her frustrated and self-critical. Chike noticed, offering support, helping with meals, and carrying burdens alongside her. But Amara felt the weight of inadequacy pressing in, unaware that it was the Juju powder weakening her resolve. Friends and colleagues remarked on her unusual fatigue, but she pressed on, determined to fulfill her responsibilities. The young wife's confidence was being chipped away, creating the perfect conditions for outside manipulation. She struggled silently, feeling that perhaps her love and effort might never be enough. Mama Adaeze seized the opportunity, weaving lies and half-truths into casual conversations with Chike. Amara is kind, but do you think she's managing the house well? She would ask, her tone deceptively gentle. Maybe she needs more guidance. Each comment was a calculated jab, planting seeds of doubt in Chike's mind. The young husband, torn between loyalty to his wife and respect for his mother, felt confusion and unease. Amara, sensing subtle tension but unaware of its source, struggled with insecurity. Mama Adaeze's manipulation was slow, methodical, and precise, designed to weaken Amara's confidence while maintaining her own image as a concerned mother. The couple's love, though strong, faced its first true challenge: deception from within the family itself. The next phase of Mama Adaeze's scheme introduced Nkem, a stunning young woman promised 5 million naira to seduce Chike. Nkem moved into their home under the pretense of helping Amara with chores. Initially, her presence seemed helpful. She cooked, cleaned, and took over tasks Amara struggled with due to exhaustion. Yet, her real purpose was clear: to lure Chike with charm, attention, and flirtation. She lingered, smiled, and displayed subtle seduction, wearing revealing outfits and offering intimate gestures. Her aim was to make Amara feel inadequate and push Chike toward temptation. The stakes escalated as the house became a battleground for love, loyalty, and cunning. Nkem's strategies grew bolder. She complimented Chike, lingered in his presence, and offered massages disguised as kindness. Each interaction tested the young husband's patience and loyalty. Amara, weakened and exhausted, could not compete with Nkem's energy or manipulation, leaving her feeling invisible. Tension filled the home like an invisible storm. Chike resisted the temptation, but the constant presence of a seductress created stress and doubt. Amara struggled to maintain her household, paired with Nkem's schemes, pushed their love to its limits. Mama Ifeoma, the neighbor upstairs, had seen the trouble brewing. She noticed Amara's fatigue and Nkem's inappropriate behavior. Sitting her down one afternoon, she said, "Child, pray, stay vigilant and protect yourself. Not everyone who smiles is a friend." She gave Amara anointed oil and instructions for spiritual protection. With this guidance, Amara felt hope for the first time. She realized her struggles were not personal failures, but orchestrated attacks. Mama Ifeoma's wisdom became her shield, preparing her for the confrontation ahead. Determined to save her marriage and desperate for answers, Amara decided it was time to stop suffering in silence. One evening, after everyone had gone to bed, she tiptoed into the living room and opened the security camera system on her phone. Her hands trembled, not from fear, but from a deep, burning need for truth. As she rewound the footage, her heart pounded harder with each passing second. Then she saw it. Mama Adaeze sneaking into the kitchen, pouring a strange powder into her food while glancing around nervously. Amara froze, her breath caught in her throat. The betrayal was deeper than she ever imagined, but that was just the beginning. She continued searching through the recordings until she found Nkem on several late nights, pacing around the living room, whispering angrily into her phone. Amara increased the volume and listened closely. The words hit her like sharp arrows. 5 million naira. Make him hate her. Don't fail me. It was all there. The juju, the bribe, the seduction plan, every lie they told, every trap they set, every step they took to destroy her home. Amara's chest tightened and tears streamed down her face. But these were not tears of weakness. They were tears of awakening. She realized she had been fighting an unseen war, attacked from angles she never suspected. Yet instead of breaking her spirit, this truth strengthened it. With calm determination, she began saving the recordings, labeling each one carefully, evidence after evidence, like pieces of a puzzle forming a painful picture. Her heartbreak slowly transformed into courage. Even in the silence of that night, she felt a new power rising within her, a conviction that only truth could protect her marriage. By the time she finished gathering everything, Amara was no longer the confused, tired woman she had been weeks ago. She stood firm, steady, and ready. She knew this confrontation would shake the foundation of her household, but she also knew she deserved justice. And for the first time in a long while, she felt hope because she finally had the truth on her side. Amara feigned a night shift but stayed hidden, observing Nkem trying to seduce Chike. With recordings in hand, she confronted Nkem, revealing the bribe, seduction plan, and Mama Adaeze's involvement. Chike, shocked, listened as Amara calmly laid out the truth. Nkem faltered and the plot crumbled. The confrontation restored Amara's dignity, protected her marriage, and showed that courage and vigilance could triumph over manipulation. Nkem left in shame, her dreams of wealth destroyed. Mama Adaeze faced the evidence, guilt consuming her. 2 years later, she apologized sincerely, seeking reconciliation. The household regained harmony. Chike and Amara, their love tested and strengthened, established boundaries and a renewed commitment to one another. Their story became a testament to loyalty, courage, and moral triumph. Through prayer and anointed oil, the Juju's effects vanished. Amara regained her strength, confidence, and energy. Chike's admiration deepened as they rebuilt their life on trust, love, and respect. Their journey proved that good character outweighs wealth, greed fails, and vigilance protects marriage. United, they overcame deception and emerged stronger than ever, a beacon of hope for couples facing trials and betrayal.